Guys, I promise this is my third time trying to create this video. It's crazy. Listen, my technology does not want me to be great today, but I was like, listen, I'm getting you this 2-minute tip today, okay, right now. So, oh, the joys of technology. Courtney Mackenzie Newell here, and I am going to share with you my very important quick tip for today. It was supposed to be quick, but it's not been so quick with all these different all these different times trying to go live and then something going on with StreamYard. But it's okay. We're gonna push on through because that's what future-proof executives and entrepreneurs do. All right, so today it's all around storyboarding for success. The storyboard is truly going to be the base, the foundation, the most important part of your media strategy. I help entrepreneurs and executives monetize the media and help them future proof their businesses. And the first thing that we always do is we put together a storyboard. The storyboard, my proprietary storyboard, is broken down into 3 columns, and I like to call it the triple S framework. And so the first S is really the most important part. The first S is all around your story. Your story, of course, is so important because people want to know, who are you? What's your backstory? What's your education? How did you get to where you are now? Why is it important? Why were you so passionate about it back then? And what makes you still so passionate about it now? So that's why your story is so important. So first column, I want you to think about your story and those key things that really stick out and make you unique. And of course, everyone has those little nuggets that make them unique. So I want you to think about this. You can never have too long of a list. What I always like to do is I always like to encourage making the list as long as possible. And then once you have all those things in that column, just circling the ones that are most important. The great thing about having this framework and this storyboard is that at any point you want to pivot, you have already a list of all the great things and all the different story angles that you can pitch to the press. Okay. The next S is the struggle. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to share my struggle. Why would I share my struggle? That's my business. Well, that is true to some extent, but no one can relate with perfection. We all want to know what struggles you overcome. What's that adversity? What are the things that you dealt with on your path to success, right? And so that's super, super, super important. So you want to not share everything. That's not what I'm saying, but make sure that those key things that you had to overcome. I know for Eric Thomas, one of his struggles was it took him 12 years to get a 4-year degree. There are so many different people out there that you can lean on and try to get some inspiration from, but really tap into some of the things that you're okay sharing, because those are going to be the things that help you attract more of your target people, because they can say, oh my gosh, I've been there too. Like, I've dealt with that too. That's really what you want to captivate and connect with when you're going to really go out there and publicize your message and be in front of the media. And then the third but most important part, I won't say the most important part, but this is really how we bring it all together, is the success. How did you go from your backstory to the beginning, figuring out what your passion was, overcoming all those hurdles, and now got to where you are now? That's really what we all want to hear. And I will tell you, we all love that good story of the underdog who overcame some things and now they're inspiring other people to do the same thing. We all love those stories. And the reason why we love them is because they're so relatable. And we can all say, man, if he can do it or she can do it, I can do it too. And that's truly going to be what you should aim for when it comes to pitching the press. That's truly the base, and that's what we're always trying to pull out. And sometimes we have to pull a little bit more than with some than others, but that's really going to be the base of your storyboarding framework. So it's all one big circle. So part one, really quick recap, is going to all be around your story, your backstory. Part number two is all around the struggle, anything that you've had to overcome, those adversities, that tough love, anything like that that you've had to overcome. And then it all boils down to the success. Why what you're doing is important now, why you're so committed to it, why you're so passionate about it, and why other people should be too. Once you have your storyboard created, I will tell you, it is 100 times easier. One, to be able to pitch yourself, but two, really importantly, to be able to share some of those stories that you may have not even thought about until now. sometimes we're so busy living life that we just kind of forget, like, oh yeah, I did have to go through some things. Or, oh yeah, like totally forgot all about those different things and why, my why. So that's my 2 minute tip for you. If you've enjoyed this 2 minute tip, I want to invite you to my 5 day workshop. It's a free 5 day workshop where I'll be pulling back the curtains and working with you and a small group of entrepreneurs and executives on how to monetize media. So if you're interested, I have limited seats available. I want to make it an intimate group. So I only have a few seats available, limited seats. You can head over to courtneynewell.com/workshop. That's courtneynewell.com/workshop to sign up. All right. Thanks so much for joining me for this 2 minute tip, and I will see you on the next one. Bye now.